remedial, low grade, brain cell killing, Dr. Seuss, elementary rhymage type rappers. Are y'all okay? I'm serious. Somebody go check on your lyrically disadvantaged rapper friends, your severe literary challenged, non thought provoking, overly simplistic rappers. Somebody go check on them and make sure they're okay. Because it seems within the last 72 to 96 hours, people have forgotten you. Maybe even the last week or two, to be exact. These remedial ass, hooked on phonics ass, basic, below mediocrity type rappers. Count your days. Your days are numbered. I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because all I see on my timeline on several different social media apps is deep lyrical analysis. My timeline is suddenly inundated with tenured university literary professors talking about, well, did you peep the onomatopoeia and the extreme use of alliteration in 616? No, but the juxtaposition and the perfect insertion of hyperbole was phenomenal. All of a sudden, the quintuple entendre followed by a powerful simile. It was just immaculate. All of a sudden, there's this public extreme appreciation and respect for lyricism, which I'm very happy about. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing my no bars wasted. Let me stand up. No bars wasted tank top dress. As you see the mic, the blood stains, maybe it's not coming through, but like I said, I'll put a picture up. I was so elated about seeing all of this superior lyrical analysis that I had to represent my no bars wasted tank top dress, which, like I said, is also available in not only tank top dresses, but tank tops, shirts of all sizes and colors. Just hit me up if you too are elated that we are now in this no bars wasted sort of mindset here with respect to analyzing hip hop. This is great. Now, I was unaware that a lot of you had the liking for and the knowledge of lyrical craftsmanship, dynamic bars. I'm talking about bars that have nuances and layers of complexities. Because in this era of spiritual warfare, the goal is to keep everybody dumb, to keep their vibration low. So the music and the lyrics have to feed the lowest, most unevolved parts of us as humans. So, they put it out there that that's what people want. That's what the people crave. They don't want lyrics that will inspire thought, that will inspire change, that will inspire growth. That's what, the so-called powers that were. That's the narrative, the false narrative that they are constantly force feeding to the public. But we all have social media apps. All we have to do is record ourselves on our phone and we share our perspectives so we can see our values. We can hear what we appreciate in real time. So all I got to say is y'all been closet intellectuals this whole time. All sarcasm aside, this is how revolutions happen. When there is a need for societal or cultural or political change, or change is imminent, there is no collective message or permission slip that goes out and asks people, are you ready for change? Are you all guys okay with the shift in the climate, the shift in the paradigm of how we think and how we function and that's not how it works. We don't get a permission slip. All of a sudden, there is a revival that happens because there are cultural and artistic and spiritual and political leaders, innovators within our subcultures. And these people take risks and chances. And the next thing you know, there is a cultural revival. There is a change that takes place. So are we flipping Are we flipping the culture around now? Because I'm telling you, there's a potential for a real revolution to take place, even beyond lyricism. Lyricism is very much a key component in this because it's the words, the power in the words that actually impacts our minds and our thought process. But it's even deeper than lyricism. So my question is this: when this battle subsides, because it will, are you guys gonna go back to the ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOPPQRSS? Now I know my ABCs. Are y'all gonna go back to that? Because don't front, I saw a lot of you in the front row of concerts, several different artists, their concerts, and you were very passionately reciting that ABCDELMNOPP. That was your thing. That was your thing like a week ago. That's why I'm a little surprised at this resurgence of this appreciation for the high literary value in hip hop lyricism that we've seen as a result of this recent battle. Just a week ago, a lot of us were reciting that short bus delivery, those nursery rhymes, and now we're looking for the best metaphors and best rhyme schemes. So that's another point I want to make here. Artists, do not look to the public to decide how you want to share your artistry and to shape your expression, because as you see, the public, it does not know what to think. It is told what to think. It is given trends. The public is given perspective. And then they go with the flow. They move with the movement. So this is just another example, of that the public, they're on one thing one week, and then the following week, it's just like a 360 revolution that occurs. And the focus, the interest, it's completely in a different zone. Perfect example. Don't follow the sheep. Don't follow the crowd. The diehard lyrical enthusiasts have always existed in hip hop. I know this. We're out there. There are a lot of us who know that no bar should ever be wasted, okay? But in all seriousness, you see how even this battle has evolved, right? Even in terms of substance. It began with Rick Ross and Drake debating over whose house was bigger. So there was this hyper materialism. And now the battle has shifted, and the focus is character, morality, integrity. Matter of fact, Kendrick Lamar's Meet the Grams is a whole advertisement for the importance of shadow work and therapy. So the battle, the tone of the battle has actually just been completely redefined over these last few days. I mean, I know this is about lyrical sparring and pretty much an assertion for dominance, like a battle for dominance in terms of who's going to be crowned king in the hip hop world. But there have been so many issues of importance brought to the fore by this battle alone that suggest that it's deeper than a battle for lyrical supremacy. It's deeper than two rappers just going at each other's throats because of a personal disagreement. I mean, think of the issues that we've been discussing over the past couple of days. The definition of Black, the definition of Black culture, the definition of hip hop culture. Who is allowed in hip hop music and culture, and why? The idea of, well, is this artist Black? Are they not Black? Because Drake, this issue of him having one Black parent, so he's not really Black. I've seen people talking about the definition of Blackness, the identity of Blackness, and that calls into question a lot of other issues, like Ice Spice or Lotto, who is also, quote unquote biracial, even though I hate using that term because there's nothing scientifically correct about being biracial. There's one race and multiple ethnicities, nationalities, and phenotypes within the one human race. So I don't like to say biracial. That's just me and my Virgo proclivities. Back to the main topic though. This issue of who's black, who has the right to say the N word based on their identity of blackness or lack thereof. And again, you get into, just it becomes a real serious topic because you have artists like Cardi B, and neither one of her parents are black. But does she have a right to be in hip hop music and culture? Does Drake have a right to be? I mean, there's a lot of issues that have come to the fore here. Colorism, featureism, texturism. Oh, it's been really controversial. That's why I said this particular battle is deeper than just entertainment. It has surfaced issues that could lead to a complete revolution on the hip hop landscape. And then, of course, the argument about stereotypes and archetypes and which hip hop archetypes are valid, which are contrived. It's just all been so interesting to see the dynamics of this conversation that has come about as a result of these artists going back and forth. Well, it's Drake's identity. His identity is contrived. And it's like, well, when Sexy Red is wearing a dress with no undergarments and she bends over and she's twerking at a baby shower in front of toddlers, is that a necessary, authentic hip hop stereotype? Which identities and stereotypes are we tolerating? Which aren't? I mean, there's so many issues that this battle is going to highlight. And a lot of larger conversations have been birthed as a result of this battle. And I mean, that is just, if that's not the sign of an imminent revolution, I really don't know what is. Revolutions happen when they are supposed to, when it is time. And the political changes, the cultural changes that will happen to the landscape of hip hop, it's overdue. The fact that these questions even exist about the archetypes, the identities, the validity of certain artists versus others, who is indigenous to the culture and who is an invader that needs to be excommunicated, male or female. Like, these issues, they need to be discussed. They need to be discussed because in the end, it's about the preservation and the continuation of the art form, and no art form, no artistic expression, no culture continues unless it is properly fed, unless it is protected and preserved. Even though Kendrick and Drake may not even be thinking about it this deeply, but that's my job. That's where I come in. All of these issues are coming to the fore because we have to decide as a culture exactly where this is going. What does the future look like? And if anything goes, if everybody is dope, if lyrics can be basic and mediocre and non-thought provoking, and that's okay, and they can be stellar and extremely thought provoking, and that's okay, and there's no guidelines and there's no boundaries, there's no rules, then that's when cultures, that's when societies in general fall apart. That's when civilizations crumble. So I feel like the higher meaning behind why all of this is even taking place beyond being entertained is because the time has come to address the future, the lifespan of hip hop and where it is going. So for that, I thank Drake, I thank Kendrick Lamar, I thank J. Cole, I thank everyone who is participating in this directly and indirectly, because it creates conversations that need to take place and that are overdue. So let me know how you feel in the comments, where you stand, whether you have faith in where this is all going and what you envision may happen as a result of this. It's that time. It's that time of revolution. Pluto and Aquarius. Yes, I had to bring some astrology into it at the very end. Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto is transformation and Aquarius is the collective. And you're seeing it in real time by way of hip hop and art. This is one way that transformation and rebirth is happening. The artist is definitely a vessel for rebirth and change. So Let me know what you think. A hip hop battle could literally be the catalyst for an entire revolution.